Good Friday morning, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope it's been very productive. I hope you're looking forward to our homecoming service on Sunday. But most of all, of course, I hope that you're living your very best life in Jesus Christ. I was thinking about our homecoming this weekend, and I was thinking that Nancy and I have been blessed in so many ways, it would be impossible to count them all. But one of the ways that we have been blessed is to be able to travel a bit out of the country. Now, I'm not a travel guy, but I admit that I truly enjoy traveling out and seeing new sights, experiencing things from different cultures, and basking in the wondrous diversity of the world that God's created. I think doing so not only shakes us out of our rut of daily routine, but expands our thinking in really important, vital ways. But as much as I enjoy seeing new things, meeting new people, and especially new Christian brothers and sisters, nevertheless, there's something special about just coming home. Home. What a wonderful word. I think there's a special place in our hearts and minds for home. Many a poet has written about the importance of having a home and returning home. Pliny the Elder, who was born just 23 years after Jesus, famously said, "Home is where the heart is." The reason that this saying has lasted all these years is because it states an important fundamental truth about us. We all long for home. If you look at the scripture in Luke 15:11 through 32, you'll read the parable of the prodigal son, where Jesus tells a story about a young man who, after sowing a life of wildness and wasting his entire inheritance, he longs for home. Starving and broken, he returns to the home he once spurred, only to be joyfully welcomed by his father, who celebrates his homecoming with a great feast. What's interesting, though, is his older brother's reaction. His older brother is resentful, and he says to his father, "Look, all these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders, yet you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours, who has squandered your property with prostitutes, come home, you kill the fatted calf for him." I love the father's response. He kindly explains, "My son," the father said, "you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and now is found." This is such a strong parable, and I think it tells us so much about the Father's compassion for us. His wayward creations here that we are, he loves us enough to always offer us a path back home where we will be joyfully greeted and our return celebrated. I think it's this scripture that is the basis for one of my favorite quotes from poet Robert Frost, who famously said, "Home is the place where when you have to go there, they have to take you in." The truth is that as much as we long for our earthly homes sometimes, we were destined for a better place, for a place of eternal communion and a close relationship with our Creator. It's only through man's folly and sin that we chose to reject this and leave. But truth be told, that there is a longing in every man's heart to come home. Home to the Father. Home to the family. Just home. And like the loving Father he is, just like the Father in the parable, God is always waiting to welcome us home. Another quote I like is Oliver Wendell Holmes, who said, "Where we love is home. Home that our feet may leave, but not our hearts." I don't think our hearts have ever been out of home. As I said when I started, Nancy and I have been blessed to see many wonderful things, visit many exotic places, and experience many fascinating things. But of all those things, I think one of the greatest blessings is that we have always been able to return to our home. Our home here in Clendenin, along the mighty Elk River, where our church is just a stone's throw away, where our family, both, blood and spiritual, are close by, and where we're loved and we're appreciated. It's where we belong. And as wonderful as that may be, it's just a small taste of what it will be like upon Christ's return, when all those saved, those covered by the blood, will rise to be forever with the Lord. And I don't know about you, but what a homecoming that will be. And like the prodigal son, we long for it, don't we? We look to the skies in eager anticipation of that day, that hour, that moment when our Father will say to his Son, "Son, it's time. Go get him." And we will return to the place that we long for in all of our hearts, our eternal home. So until then, let us watch and wait and not neglect the little bits of home he provides every day, the blessings of our church, worship with our family, and the fellowship with the redeemed. Let us bask in his love, his mercy, and his grace. But let us all remember that there will come a time when we are finally called home. I long for it, and I hope you do too. I hope to see everybody at homecoming on Sunday, and I want you to know that I'm here should you need me. I truly love you all, and I will see you Sunday. Bye-bye.